Welcome back everyone to Forge Core Gaming. I'm your host Phoenix, and today we're kicking off the week with news that surfaced in certain Star Citizen leak forums about data mine information suggesting big things aren't coming in the upcoming June patch, and even bigger things may be just around the corner. That's up next. It is May 19th and the Evocati PTU is officially underway, meaning testing is on the move for the upcoming June content patch. As usual, data miners have found a series of notes in the game files in attempts to uncover what we, the normies, may not be seeing. Most of which are details surrounding new mission types about a new event called Stormageddon, so let's review those. Up first are the new additions to the Eckhart missions named Associated, Science and Development, the archetype of which is clear location, presumably hostile forces. Some notes were leaked that missions will be taking place in data centers across both the Stanton and Pyro systems, which means we are finally getting some storyline that will likely send players back through the jump gate into the Pyro system. Some of the mission text has also been leaked. Here's what we know. Urgent requests came in from an Associated Science and Development to provide combat support at a redacted location. Apparently they have been attacked by outlaws and their security forces have been unable to handle it on their own. You've been cleared to go on site and aid local security elements in taking out the outlaws, but ASD reserves the right to restrict you from certain areas. This is a confirmed combat op, so prepare accordingly. This contract is non-negotiable. This message may contain confidential, proprietary, privileged, and/or private information. The information is intended to be for the use of the individual or entity designated above. Got an emergency request from Associated Science and Development for any available operators to report to a redacted mission location and deal with some hostiles who have overtaken one of their facilities. Once on site, you will need to engage and eliminate any hostile elements. ASD has indicated that these facilities provides shuttle services to one of their embedded research centers, but we're very clear that you are not authorized to travel there. Trespassers will be shot, and you will be no exception, so stick to the prescribed AO. This contract is non-negotiable. This message may contain confidential, proprietary, privileged, and/or private information. The information is intended to be for the use of the individual or entity designated above. Client has reported sightings of a suspicious ship flying around a redacted mission location. They haven't explained why it's a threat, but have expressed a keen interest in confronting and eliminating them. As it is in Pyro, Eckhart Security can legally accept this contract, so we're looking for a trained operator to report to a redacted mission location and handle it. This contract is non-negotiable, and well, you know the rest. Additional file leaks revealed a new contract archetype known as the Blitzeros theft missions, in which you, the player, are charged with procuring certain illicit materials such as the new Prism shotguns, or contrarily, dropping off certain illicit materials to a variety of locations. Finally, notes have been added for a third contract type known as the Blitzeros sabotage missions, in which players are asked to go to locations in Pyro and throw a wrench in their research. Without a ton of much needed context, to me these sound as though the theft and sabotage missions will probably be going separately to the different Pyro factions, those being Citizens for Prosperity and the Headhunters. A new clothing item model is being added to the game known as the Asteral Lab Coat, described as a luxury lab coat from the brand Fior, complete with slim tailoring, a high collar, and striking asymmetrical design. I can't wait to see what you guys put together when it comes to outfits using the new lab coat. Now, new Pyro locations have also been hinted at, as roughly 25 data centers, research facilities, and transport centers are added across Pyro 1 and Pyro 4, which, in my opinion, breathes new life to the mostly barren planets of the Pyro system, which ultimately gives people more options of POIs to visit when they're out doing missions in Pyro. And last but certainly not least is some news regarding the mighty Valakkar. In a quote from the Pipeline Discord, many files were added pertaining to adult and apex Valakkars, animations, behaviors, etc., suggesting these will come sooner rather than later. In addition to those notes, an MP3 sound file was discovered by leakers with dialogue surrounding the fabled sandworm. Let's listen to it.
Alright. Hello? Here we go. Problem. currently utilising the death cries of Valakkar larvae to summon and harvest irradiated apex. Obviously, there are moral issues with this approach. Hypothesis. By using some recordings I made, I believe we could synthesise the same sound without the need to cause unnecessary pain. I just finished some initial testing and was finding encouraging solutions.
Excuse me,
Dr. Yorrett, hello.
who are you?
Amanda Preston, sir.
What are you doing?
I was hoping to put together an official presentation, but I think I've found a way for us to summon the Apex Valakkar more effectively.
We have a way.
Well, sir, we wouldn't have to destroy the eggs to do
They're
this.
worms.
But
They're worms. And you have real work to do.
yes, sir.
Clearly, CIG is setting the universe lore up for the upcoming patches, and at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Apex Valakkar before the end of summer, which, in my opinion, explains the recent emphasis on dropships and ground vehicles, as they've already told us that boots on the ground will be a big part of the Valakkar engagement. And now that I think about it, it looks like a lot of the content coming out in the June patch will likely require air-to-ground transitions as well, hopefully proving everyone, myself included, wrong about the need for all those pesky drop seeds. Let me know what you guys think though. Let's take some bets on how many patches before the Valakkar arrives. As of late, I've honestly been ranking CIG with the solid B grade as far as content patches go, and the only thing stopping them from being a definitive A has been some of the server performance issues, namely the Hathor location, and of course the fact that everyone in the game seems to be focused on a singular location. So I'm excited to see that the upcoming contract sets will likely include at least 25 potential new places to go, meaning people will be spread out more. But they're also in Pyro, so PvP is inevitable, so keep that in mind. Anyways, I think that's a good spot to end the video. Make sure to leave me a like if you appreciate the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy Star Citizen content. I'm working on my full review of the Idris, specifically the K variant, and I'm putting a lot of time into this review because it's a really important ship. I'm aiming to have it out by Saturday, so turn on those notifications so you don't miss it when it drops. As always, thank you all very much for watching, fly safe out there, and I'll see you in the verse. Phoenix out.